Hello, everybody. Welcome to the cluster or Kubernetes SIG cluster lifecycle cluster API release team meeting for June 10th, 2025. I'm Chris Privateer. If you're joining for the first time, know that this is a meeting that abides by the CNCF Code of Conduct, and we ask that people use the raise hands feature and keep the participants window open or docked next to your Zoom so you can see that people raise their hands and participate nicely to each other. Also, generally just be groovy, and then you'll probably fulfill the requirements of the code of conduct. All right. Let's jump into it. If you are here, feel free to um, add your name to the document. And let me put the document link on. Oh, that's not the document link. That's the CI team's document link. Let's get this one. I'm going to put it in the Zoom chat for you. And hi, thank you. All right. So first things first, the next milestone is next week when new versions of 1.9 and 1.10 will be cut, and a potentially a new alpha. Assuming we're still on schedule for that, which the maintainers will let us know as we get closer. Probably bring it up tomorrow during the full cluster API meeting. Um, that day will be weird. I'm starting a new job next week, so I don't know how busy my Tuesday will be yet. So I may not be able to do it in the afternoon like normal. I might have to do it in the evening, or someone else will have to pick up the Slack, and I'll coordinate with them. I'm sure we'll have lots of discussions in the Slack when we get to next Tuesday. Okay, and with that, I'm going to hand it over to Matt. Any updates from the CI team?
Um, I I'm still going through it today. I want to, produce a detailed thread because we've been pretty good about that. But things look fine. There are a few flakes, but they're all just one-offs. So nothing's red. But I haven't gone through each one yet and figured out whether they're known flakes or not. But overall, things look pretty good.
I saw a lot of 500s, which look like some sort of issue with GitHub when it was trying to fetch the images.
Yeah.
Um,
And then there's another one. Well, tell me if anybody's seen this before. There's a bunch of errors that don't actually seem to cause the test to fail, but every time we're trying to exec into a pod, we get some WebSockets error. So a
oh,
couple of test runs I looked at this morning, there's like hundreds of the same error.
but it
Um,
didn't cause a test failure.
but it doesn't
So,
cause the test to fail, but clearly some things should be fixed or something
yeah,
changed because I don't
to
think I've
make
seen it.
the logging info better. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
That's
still going through it, but at a high level, things look green
that I
enough.
think that's one of the more valuable things we can bring to the maintainers is improving the logging output to get rid of
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, because the whatever regex Prow uses to highlight things that it thinks are wrong is it's finding all these so that output is impossible to go through. Basically, everything is highlighted.
I see Alima has a hand up.
Yeah, I reported a new issue that I kept finding that I didn't see before, throughout. And if you click, I linked all the places that I saw it.
Hmm.
The error goes, let me see. Detected objects with changed resource version.
So
Um, and then I saw it repeat twice in
okay.
Cappy ET main. And then and then after I saw it repeat twice there, then I saw it repeat throughout a couple places release 1.8, um, 1.9, 1.10, and then Cappy ET mini K8's main. So, but I don't think
Yeah, I'm just looking at
stopping
some
it.
of the older issues to make sure that this isn't a repeat because it looks familiar to me.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, this
Oh, is there a repeat?
I don't know. Are these all cluster class with runtime SDK tests? That's the real
Let me look.
question. Let me go back to yours.
Okay, because I tried to see if it was reported and I didn't think it was. Let me see. Cluster, you're looking to see if it was a cluster class test?
So cluster class with runtime SDK, which
It
No,
looks like it's cluster class,
I
but
don't think it's.
if it's not specifically runtime SDK, then we might be clear, or we might it might be new. Then let's see. Oh, this is so tiny. Open this a new tab, please, and make it big.
Whoa.
Oh, it is
Okay,
for
this is the old test, but I bet you like you're seeing it more than just this one.
yeah. Yeah, mine doesn't say run
Yeah,
or like
okay. All right, good. No, then you're totally right. You should be opening it up as a new thing, which you did. So, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Uh
don't think it's like necessarily blocking us, just updating you
no,
guys.
yeah, if it's like that other one, it just happens and it's annoying. We just want to have it documented so they can get rid of it over time. But
Well, this one actually causes the test to fail sometimes, right? Doesn't
the
it,
other one did
William?
too. Yeah, it's just it's
Oh,
a
yeah, yeah,
flake, right?
yeah.
It goes away.
Yep.
Also, when I'm looking into the logs for this, it actually says, Matt, you're talking about unexpected error trying to use WebSockets for pod exec.
Yeah.
It actually has this in here.
It might
So,
be in a lot of outputs, is what Matt's saying.
okay.
It may have been in there for a while and I just didn't actually notice. But today when I was looking at stuff, that kind of dominates the output. So I think it's something we should fix.
So
Okay.
let's see. I'm clicking this
But
one
it may not be
here.
anything new. I don't know. Oh, yeah, see, there you go. There's a couple of
Oh,
them.
was it?
There's a bunch.
Oh,
If you just scroll down to the, ooh.
yeah, I expanded the full thing. So hold on.
Oh, okay.
Execing. What's the phrase?
WebSockets.
WebSockets. Oh,
I'll find
hello.
it.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And this is just a few, but another test I looked at, there were probably 100 of these.
Wow. Oh, this is really tiny on the video.
Exec with options. But it looks like
Whoa.
somehow we power through that, or maybe it was optional. Maybe we're trying to pod exec so we can gather logs and it's a best effort thing. So it doesn't actually fail the test, but
I mean, it could be that the pod's not even alive, and this is just what it looks like,
it
which
could
would
be
be
too.
weird, but I don't
So
know.
I'll log a bug about this and anything else that seems new. I'm just started going through it.
Exec with options. So it's trying to run a curl command inside a pod. It's like, nah, I can't. It's like,
And then
okay,
it gets an
well,
error, but the error is nil.
yeah.
So that's not useful.
But still, if we're getting an unexpected error, that seems to me to say something's missing that should be there to handle it.
Yep.
That something may be not even in our project. I don't know. It could be part of Docker for all I know. All right.
Yeah.
Or I guess
There's so many.
container D.
Sometimes the Prow environment itself changes or
Yep.
things get updated, and yeah, it's always entertaining.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. All right. Anything else on the CI stuff? All right. Chandan, anything for comms?
Not much, just going through the issue comments on the issues related to release notes and just replying on those.
Cool. Those look like they're moving forward. Do you need help with anything?
Yeah. No, all
Okay,
good.
cool. And then I already brought this up when I was looking to see if we already had some of those issues, but let's take a quick gander at the improvement board where we've just got many, many things. Actually, you open a new issue, so let's add it. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. If it's not already on here. Boom. There. Yet another thing for people to work on if they got some spare time and want to dig into hard to figure out errors. All right. Other than that, I don't see anything else that wasn't here last week or that we didn't add last week. So be nice if we could take things off this board, but man, I think the comms team is going to get theirs off well before we get the CI ones off because these are just weird. Okay. Uh, with that, I'm out of things to talk about, so I'm going to open it up for questions, concerns, ideas, anything else. Cool. All right. Well, we'll be back here next week then. Probably. Oh, hi Matt.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, let us know if you're tied up next week. Obviously, we can probably handle it all.
Okay. The biggest concern I would have is I have no idea if I will be free at this time for the meeting. So
Yeah,
I
that's
may,
fine.
yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, congrats on the new job. Hope it goes great.
Thank you. Um, and congrats everybody on making it through another meeting, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Right.